From a long-lost kingdom in Sudan to an alien base in the Antarctic, here are 10 of the world's most mysterious pyramids. This is Mystery Mondays. Number 10. Mammoth Mounds. The origin of these small structures has puzzled scientists for decades. The strange dirt pyramids measure around 8 feet tall and 30 feet wide. They were first discovered in Washington State in 1841 in a 630-acre prairie. The mounds tend to be grass-covered and were initially thought to represent ancient Native American burial sites. But when the loosely packed structures were explored, no evidence of human remains were ever found. However, a new study submits that the mounds are actually the work of pocket gophers. The animals get that name from the large pouches in the cheeks. The theory goes that generations of gophers could construct the formations over a period of centuries. The soil is pushed up by the animal, slowly building up the mound. Subsequent generations are drawn to the same spot to continue the work. Could these mounds be the Great Pyramids of the gophers? Number 9. There is said to be a perfect pyramid hidden in the depths of the sea. A researcher in Argentina picked up the formation in the Pacific Ocean west of Mexico. He claimed to see a beam of light that shined through the depths at a particular set of coordinates. Using Google Earth, the structure seems to be massive, with estimates of some 8.5 miles across one side of its base. The image of the pyramid is indistinct, but possible to make out. Scott C. Waring, a well-known alien hunter, says the underwater formation is adjacent to the ancient Maya and Aztec pyramids of Mexico. But while those structures were built by humans, Mr. Waring feels that an underwater pyramid could only have been constructed by aliens, and it could represent either a UFO or a base of operations controlled by extraterrestrials. Number 8. Biggest pyramid on Earth. The Great Pyramid of Cholula is considered the largest archaeological pyramid site in the New World. In its final form, it measures 1,300 by 1,300 feet. It's an enormous complex located in Puebla, Mexico, and is traditionally thought to have been dedicated to Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent god. The pyramid temple complex was built in stages that began in the 3rd century BC and lasted until the 9th century AD. Over 400 human burials have been unearthed there, with many human sacrifices discovered. The city of Cholula experienced a sharp drop in population, leading to the Great Pyramid being abandoned in the 8th century. Today, it attracts more than 200,000 visitors each year. Number 7. Bosnian Pyramids. According to Bosnian archaeologist Samir Osmanagic, a cluster of hills in his native country actually conceals the oldest man-made pyramids in the world. The largest of the 4 hills is in the Visoka Valley of Bosnia and Herzegovina. It's called the Pyramid of the Sun and measures some 720 feet high. Some geologists take exception to these claims, though, saying the pyramids are simply hills that formed naturally and nothing more. But Mr. Osmanagic has plenty of believers. He and a group of volunteers have conducted satellite and radar research that's said to reveal tunnels located within these pyramids. And excavations have revealed what appear to be signs of civilization, such as concrete blocks weighing some 15 tons, an underground chamber with stone-built walls, and even a primitive drainage system. Number 6. Here's a pyramid that just might be out of this world, literally. An object described as a near-perfect pyramid was located on Mars. It was shown in a video posted to YouTube by Paranormal Crucible, who used video footage from NASA's Curiosity rover. The pyramid is thought to be the approximate size of a car and could represent the tip of a larger object hidden underneath the surface. The pictures do seem to show a structure with pyramidal shape. Some people think that indicates it was the result of intelligent design and is evidence of an ancient civilization. Others counter that similar formations can be found on Earth that occur naturally as the result of the elements. Number 5. Some long-lost pyramids may have been found, thanks to Google Earth and an archaeological researcher from the U.S. Angela Micol spotted 2 areas along the Nile basin 90 miles apart that appeared to contain mounds with an unusual shape. Most experts dismiss the mounds as formations commonly found in the desert, but preliminary ground studies using ancient maps suggest that unknown pyramids may have been located. Features such as shafts and cavities have been found at the location. Smaller mounds, as well as a 4-sided shape described described as a pyramidal area was also found. The big discovery, though, was a triangular plateau measuring some 620 feet wide. If the structure is authenticated, it could qualify as the largest pyramid discovered. Excavations are ongoing at the site, located 12 miles from the town of Abu Sidhum. Number 4. Did you know the world's oldest pyramids are located on the Atlantic coast of southern Brazil? Reports indicate that the structures were made for religious purposes and date back to around 3000 BC. That would predate their earliest Egyptian counterparts by several hundred years. One remarkable feature of the Brazilian pyramids is that they were not made of stone. They were constructed out of seashells. Because archaeologists thought the mounds were piles of rubbish, the pyramids went undiscovered for ages. The largest of the pyramids is around 100 feet high and covers 25 acres of land. Archaeologists estimate there could have been 1,000 pyramids in Brazil at one time, some of which were 5,000 years old. Number 3. Chinese pyramids. The pyramids are actually ancient mausoleums or burial grounds that held the remains of early emperors of China and the families. Around 38 of them are located northwest of Xi'an. The earliest tombs in China date back to the Neolithic Hongshan culture between 4700 to 2900 BC. Some of the better-known structures include the Great White Pyramid or the Maling Mausoleum of Emperor Wu. It first came to widespread attention in the West during World War II when it was spotted by a U.S. Army pilot. But the most famous Chinese pyramid is certainly the Mausoleum of the first Qin Emperor. It's actually located beneath a mound that's 76 meters tall and resembles a truncated pyramid. The tomb is still unexplored, but the necropolis surrounding it has yielded the famous terracotta army. Number 2. Could there be a pyramid in the Antarctic? In a video posted on YouTube by a group called Third Phase of the Moon, a strange-looking structure is shown, surrounded by snow, and it does seem to have a pyramidal shape. The image is thought to have been sighted on Google Earth. A label and pin, similar in style to Google Maps, can be seen that reads Antarctica Pyramid, although Antarctica is misspelled, which might suggest some digital manipulation. It's unclear exactly what the odd formation might be, but some experts suggest it might be an example of a nunatak. That's a naturally occurring mountain peak that pokes above the glaciers. They're caused by erosion and the shifting of glaciers, but more colorful theories involve an alien base being contained within the pyramid, one that was visited by U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry. Number 1. Have you ever heard of the Pyramids of Sudan? They're located around 125 miles south of Khartoum, the country's capital. The lost city of Meroe is home to these structures that stand up to 100 feet tall and were built between 720 and 300 BC. Meroe served as the heart of the ancient Kush kingdom, which was one of the earliest civilizations of the Nile region and were known as the Black Pharaohs. The kingdom remained a major power from the 8th century BC to the 4th century AD. The pyramids display decorative elements inspired by Greece, Rome, and Egypt, and the entrances normally face east toward the rising sun. Many archaeologists think the most impressive pyramids are found at the necropolis of Meroe. You might notice that some of the structures display flat tops. That's a result of explorers who pillaged the site in the 19th century and reduced some of the pyramids to rubble. While Egypt is far better known for its pyramids, the Sudan discovers new ones regularly.